Hello, my name is Jonathan Obise, and this is the Life and Truth podcast. If this is the first time you're coming on the podcast, I encourage you to go to all of my social media accounts, Jonathan Obise, and also do visit my website, jonathanobise.com. You'll be able to listen to all the previous episodes, and I so believe it's going to be a blessing to your life. So, you are so welcome. Today, I want to talk about how I prayed and fasted to be a millionaire by age 20. It's an interesting story, and from time to time I get to revisit it, but this is a story, and I believe is you're gonna pick a thing or two from it. So I fasted and prayed because I wanted to be a millionaire. I was 19 at the time. I was going to 20. I was about becoming 20, and now at this point in time I was reading a lot of books, right? Courtesy of my dad's library. I was reading a lot of books about entrepreneurship, about finance, making money, millionaires, and things like that. And by the way, I should also mention that I haven't always been the kind of an individual who loved reading. Now, when I was much more younger, of course, secondary school, I've always been the artistic kind of a person. Arts and maths, those are my favorite things. For the mathematics, arts. So those have always been my stuff. Now, but at this point in time, I was at the university, and I had developed interest in reading. Like literally, I became more of like a voracious reader. I read a lot of books and all of that. My life was changing. Leadership and things had exposed me to so many things, and reading had become a thing for me. So I was going on 20, and I was reading a lot of books, and I felt, oh no, I have to be a millionaire by the time I'm 20. So I decided to go on a fast, or to go on a fast, and I was damn serious. Like I was really serious. I was really serious. Now, in hindsight, it's funny, but I was really serious that I wanted to be a millionaire, and I knew that God would do it, So I went on a fast. I fasted, 3 days to my birthday. Nothing seemed to be happening. There was no money anywhere. My bank account, nothing was happening in my bank account, right? So I thought, okay, maybe my dad would call me and say, hey, Jonathan, maybe we should, this money should be transferred to you or something. I just, I had, a childlike faith. And I really was damn serious. I was gonna get a millionaire. 3 days to the day to my birthday, nothing was happening. So I decided to go on a fast again, to see God's face, for the money to appear from somewhere. I don't care where, but I knew I just wanted to be a millionaire, So I waited on God, read scriptures, I prayed, I interceded. Now, I didn't tell anybody this. This was my own heart desire. I didn't tell anybody this. So it was my own stuff, my own expectation. So I didn't really tell anybody this. And, I was just being honest. I was just being sincere. I wanted to be a millionaire by 20. I didn't have a job. I didn't have a work. I didn't have anything I was doing at this time. But I wanted to be a millionaire. My birthday came around. The wonderful D-Day came around. And I had no millionaire in my account. I had no money in my account. I felt disappointed at the time. I felt with all my fasting and all my prayers, all my waiting on God and all my trusting and all my studies, nothing happened. But you see, I learned so many things from that experience. I learned so many things. And the number one thing I learned is this. You see, God will not do for you what you must do for yourself. I learned that. You see, God will prosper the work of my hands. That is what His word says. I didn't really have a work at the time. I didn't really have something I was doing to earn a living. I didn't really have, some sort of, means through which God will prosper the work of my hands. I just had faith. You see, faith without works, I also learned, is dead. You have faith, you pray, prayer to move mountain, you declare, you prophesy. Without the corresponding work to go with the faith, it will just end in premium tears. So I learned that. I also learned, of course, that there are principles for wealth. The principle for wealth of sowing and reaping can never be sidelined. Whatever you sow, you reap. If you sow, you reap. If you sow work, you reap the reward. If you sow, grain, you reap, a harvest of whatever it is, maybe corn and all of that, whatever it is you sow. But the principle of wealth cannot be sidelined. No matter the amount of prayer you do, you can go on 10 days fasting, 40 days fasting and prayer. If you're not working, there will be no means through which God can bless. There will be no means through which you can reap a harvest, as a result of your sowing. So there are principles for wealth, and I learned that. I also learned that wishful thinking or ambition without corresponding action, of course, will lead to aggravated disappointment. I was disappointed, but you must understand that this time I was really sincere, but I was disappointed, right? And I had ambition. I had good ambition. I wanted to be rich. I wanted to have a lot of money. I wanted to do good things in my own mind. I wanted to do whatever it is I had in mind to do at the time. But I had ambition, but there was no corresponding action, and that led to disappointment. I also learned, of course, that expectation without commensurate action will end in premium tears. So you have an expectation, but you're not manifesting anything. You're not putting anything to work. You're not, there's no action, practical action that will bring in resources that you're actually putting into work. Then it's going to end in premium tears. I learned that at that time. I also learned, of course, how to cut my coat according to the available material, right? Not my size. I had a large size. I had a large expectation, but I wasn't working. I wasn't doing anything that would bring in money. I wasn't doing anything that would bring in resources. So I had a large expectation. I had large size, I would say so. But I learned how to cut my coat according to the available material. Well, that taught me a lot, because after that episode in my life, my mental state about wealth changed. My understanding of money, riches, wealth changed. So when I see people, for example, who by the grace of God maybe are wealthy or well-to-do and all of that, I'm not carried away by the glory that I see. I'm always interested in their story. What did you do to get to this point? That's just it. I'm always interested in knowing the story. So my mentality changed from, this person's a millionaire, this person's a billionaire, this person is this, to the mentality of get to know the person and learn about their story. My mentality changed completely about money. So I don't get carried away when I see people who maybe are well-to-do or people who have resources or whatever. I'm always interested in knowing what did they do. And this is what that also taught me, because if I'm able to replicate the story, or if I'm able to bring, out just say maybe a component of, or maybe just, little bits here and there of your story into my own lifestyle and into my own journey, I would be able to replicate your success. And that was what I learned as a result of that episode in my life. Well, it was a nice episode. I was young, I was passionate, I was full of faith, I was full of desire, I was full of ambition, but I didn't become a millionaire at 20, and I learned a lesson that has helped me through life. So that is it. It's just a short story, and I want to believe you've been able to pick a thing or two from this. So thank you so much again for stopping by. Thank you so much again for listening. Next week I hope to share more with you on something more interesting, something different from this. So thank you so much for listening. Enjoy your day. Please do not hesitate to like, hit the subscribe button, and share, and let this be a blessing to as many people as possible. God bless you.